Hey guys, how do you feel about just in a game review? I've been sent a few games recently, so I'm just going to go through them completely blind, completely on sight, no eval, no lines on. I'm not even going to see what the moves are. And this first one was sent in by Michael Silvio. Is that Serbia or Croatia? Serbia. Playing Blessed Jesus is Lord, 669 rated from the US, and Michael's rated 596. This is a 30-minute rapid. So, I'm hoping to see the players take their time and have a jolly good think in between moves. Alright, so we have pawn to e4 from Michael, and out comes the knight. So this is this the Alekhine defense? Not the most usual, and also not very principled. I mean, black is doing nothing to contest the center, and is doing nothing either to prevent pawn to d4, right? The move pawn e5 prevents e4, kind of. I mean, then you get the center game, and d4 is a move there, for sure. And then the Sicilian with pawn to c5, the aim there is to say, well, I'm going to use my wing pawn there to discourage d4. This move doesn't do it, because if we were to play d4 now, they take, you lose a knight. Okay. So we have knight c3. So this is kind of a Vienna style. Okay. Now for me here, I'd be playing this move and try and go into a Vienna copycat variation. So now we do have e5 from black, and now we are really in a Vienna. And here we go, Vienna copycat. Decline. This is by far the most common move that I see with knight f6. I think the correct move here is d3. Knight f3 is also perfectly fine. There we go, knight f3. So I mean, if I was looking at this now, I would not be able to tell you what the level of these players is at all. a6, I don't know. I mean, what is the idea to push b5 and then... But then the bishop can just drop back here. Another idea here for white is to push a4 and say, push b5 at your peril, because I'll just have it. And then this pawn here can't recapture because it would hang the rook on a8, would it not? Okay, so we have d3, perfectly good, and b5 comes. Another idea as well is that you can always, now that there's no pawn here and this pawn's kind of stuck, you can always stick the bishop on d5 as well. I see this a lot. There you go. Michael is reading my mind. Oh! Blessed Jesus is Lord. What are you doing? That b pawn is going nuts. It's b for berserker pawn. Okay, so, I mean, there's really nothing for it. You're not really going to go there. You're certainly not going to go there. This knight, 100%, has got to come to e2, right? e2 and then round to g3. No, but Michael decides, actually, I'm going to capture here. And this actually comes with tempo as well, because now he's threatening to take the rook. So black doesn't have time to take that. Black has got to recapture the bishop now, which means pawn moving away from this center, and you don't do it. And now we're going to take your rook. Bosh. Right, let's have a think here. Okay. So he's got 28 minutes, 47 seconds. So he spent 15 seconds on that move, it seems like. And 9 seconds on this, and then loses material. He's simply, I believe he's a rook down now, and takes, and bishop takes. Definitely. Okay. And now d5, right? Okay, so d5 here, you've got bishop and pawn. So we can't, we could capture with a pawn, actually. We can just capture. We can just capture. We can take the pawn, you take back. I might even trade off and get rid of that bishop. Oh, that's cute. Bishop c6 check. Okay, so black's going to block with the bishop. Yep. And now we can just nab the pawn. Oh, I never noticed that was hanging, man. Michael is playing well beyond 596, I have to say. And now you see, of course, if bishop takes here, knight takes, attacking the queen. This is turning into a a certain level of unpleasantness. Okay, so right, the queen's looking at the bishop on b2. If we play bishop takes bishop, it comes with check. A knight must follow. You don't really want to lose this bishop here. I think rook b1 is fine. Bishop takes us here, we can take. Both players have got 27 minutes, and look how deep into the game we are. Okay, Michael moves the bishop, fair enough. Black comes a chasing. You can pawn to c3 is an interesting one. Defends the bishop and also hits the queen and says, get out of there, queen. Pawn to c3. Michael is channeling Hunty. Right. And back the queen goes. So nothing gained from that little venture. We are not up a minor piece. I must have miscalculated. It's early in the morning. However, black is behind on development. Does white want to get castled? Yeah, I don't know. I think I would take out the bishop. I think I would just grab the bishop pair. So here, and if knight takes, notice the knight's also the only defender of that. So there, king can't take, knight must take. Then we've got pawn takes pawn, I guess. Okay, Michael decides to castle, I prove. Out comes the bish. Same situation though. We can take this bishop out. Yeah, we take this bishop out, knight takes, we take the pawn. Doesn't take the free pawn. Instead brings the queen out, threatening, well, it's not checkmate because it's got king f8. Interesting though, and the knight is pinned. I think the queen's going to have to come back to c8 or d8 to defend. There she goes to d8. Please take the pawn, or take that one. And the rook moves across, and now there's no castling. Your castling privileges are suspended. However, the queen is now stuck. I guess we just capture here. Okay. Yep. Right, now the knight's no longer pinned. You've got one check here. You could just get rid of the queen. We're up loads of material. Okay, gives check instead. You've got another check here, actually defended by the bishop. Oh man! Yeah, blunder takes the queen and resigns. Wow, definite kicking there. I would be curious. Let's have a quick sneak at the thing. I think Michael played well above 600, like more like 1600. 95 accuracy. Not a single inaccuracy in that game. Well, mate. Yeah, 1450 apparently, but 95 accuracy. Okay, that's 1450. That's like, you know, the absolute top end. So it does base it on where you're at now. So, you know, like the other day I played a 100 accuracy game and it gave me something like 2250 because of where I am now. If I was a 2000 and I played 100% accuracy, it might give me 2700 or something like that, you don't know. Anyway, yes, very, very, very good. And definitely sharper than me. Almost like perfect game. Perfect game. That was a good one. Let's check out another one. Okay, and this game was submitted by R. Shane Lambert, rated 1024. It's a 10-minute rapid. Opponent is Aonic, rated 1050 from the UK. Okay, we have D4, D5, and the London system. The old London town. Right, this is the accelerated London system. If you play bishop out to f4 first, knight comes out, and this is rubbish. Okay, this is a pawn move. The knight, it defends the pawn. The queen defends the pawn. The pawn has one attacker, right? This bishop has now made itself into a pawn, but more than that, it's getting in everybody's way because it's now in the way of the pawn on e2, which is in the way of the bishop on f1, which is in the way of the king. So there's nothing to recommend that move whatsoever. Black now comes out. Okay, this is like a London system invitation reversed. All right. Okay, you have to defend this pawn. And I think you have to play rook c1. Because the knight can't come here to defend the pawn or there to defend the pawn because their own bits are on it. No. Take that bishop away from him. Knight takes here, and the king is trapped. This would be checkmate if it was not for the only legal move that white has, which is to take the knight with the queen and lose the queen. Oh my dear. Oh my days. We're a queen and a pawn down for a knight. Why have you sent me this game? Alright, e3, decent move. Preparing to develop the bishop, okay? What we need to do now is we need to get the bishop out, we need to get the king castled, and fianchettoing this bishop is also not a bad idea. What you have to avoid now from white's perspective is trades. Just avoid trades, try and complicate the position if you can. Okay, so here, yeah, knight into the centre, or even actually knight g5. Puts two attackers on here, but even you don't want to win a bishop and a pawn for the sake of one of your knights because you're 7 materials down. That only gets you 1 material back. Okay, and develops the knight. Black develops. Okay, now we start pushing the bishop. Okay, still, I don't know. Okay, bishop out here with check. That's a thought, but it does just invite c6 with tempo. Back comes the bishop, nothing gained with that. e6 is played, g4 is played, kicking the bishop back. And now h4, wow. So, I don't know. It's like white's deciding to throw everything at black. Maybe it's all you can do. But black's only spent 1 minute 8 seconds of his time so far. Wow. I don't know if there's an increment on this, let's see. Okay, so black's now creating a hidey hole for the bishop. White pushes on anyway with h5. And now the knight wanders off in the wrong direction. Because, you can't go there because the pawn takes it. And it can't go there because, quite honestly, I would take it with the bishop. Black's going to be looking for any opportunity to simplify. Okay, now back comes the knight. Okay. And the other knight decides to take up residence on the rim. We trade off here and recaptures with the bishop. Because recapturing with the pawn would leave the bishop at the back of this diamond, and at least I guess the bishop from here, it might hope to stop. Nope, black from castling. Too late. Okay, so we take the black pieces any day of the week. You could win this blindfold. Alright, out comes the queen. The knight improves its circumstances, and we have an attack on the bishop. Bishop retreats. Pawn comes up. Knight he swingeth round, okay. And we grab a pawn. Well done. But we could just... Oh. We're now 8 materials down. Nope. Scratch that. 11 materials down. Okay. Why are we looking at... why are we looking at... Ouch! Check. Takes the pawn. Attacks the bishop. Black is playing fine here. Okay, black has 6 minutes 47 seconds left on the clock. And all the hardware. Okay, we attack the king. Check. Jeez. Okay, good move. So this is a pinned pawn, which means it's not defending that, which means the pawn is free. On the next move as well, you could take the knight, which could also be unpleasant. Apart from you keep getting in check. Okay, here, there are still checks. Even this is a check. There we go. Okay. That would be mate. Just think, you've got to think, so well, actually, how does black stop mate here? because the king can't go to this square, right? Here is too slow, because yeah, too slow. Wow. Just goes to show it doesn't matter how much material you've got if you lose. Pushing the pawn might even work to g5. Yeah, that would work. That's one thing. That, however, doesn't work. Please tell me you find it. Mate in 2. Oh! But I tell you what, I've been on the wrong end of those. I have been on the wrong end of those before. Oh, sweet Lord. But Shane, well done for not giving up. I mean, that was ugly. That was an ugly game. But, you know, congratulations. You've got to feel good about that when you do. But the thing is, the problem started too early on. I mean, this was already horrible right at the start. So, you know, I hope you've analysed the game. I'm sure there's nothing much I can add now. But congratulations. It feels really good when you pull one out of the bag like that. But this I just don't. Look, you're a d4 player, right? You play d4 knight f3. Are you a London? I don't know. This move baffles me. But also the danger levels here. You're spending 2 seconds per move. Bang. 9.56 and 5 seconds there. You've got to cut that out, right? If you're playing 10-minute rapid, you can't be playing your moves in 2 seconds flat. Because that's awful. Leading to this and the king getting trapped. I mean, look, you've spent 9 seconds, mate. Okay? You've just got to practice. You got to 1,000, that's great. You've got to practice saying, okay, what can my opponent do here? Because it looks to me like in these moves, you didn't even take the time to do that, but you got yourself into a vile position and you did something heroic. So congratulations. Unlucky for Aonic. Happens, you know. But I mean, look, it's a lesson I'm learning. It's a lesson I'm learning now when I've got myself into an absolutely dominant position. Try and remember not to lose. But the checkmate was good. And in fact, I might even add it to one of my studies. So there you go, guys. Wow, horrible, horrible situation. But thanks for sharing, everyone. See you all soon.